The Big Show with Night and Day. Buy 5 barista-made coffees and get the 6th free. No catch. Just use their coffee card.
Welcome to the biggest show on earth.
Our biggest show.
The biggest. This is big.
The Hoytey Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. It's great to have your company this Thursday afternoon. It is the 18th of July, 2024, and you, yes, you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show. Brought to you by Night and Day. Oh, dear.
Keyzie
Me?
had a shock.
Oh, jeez. You
No,
were all over
Things
the
are
shop
going
there,
great
Keyzie.
there.
Were they?
Yeah.
Far out. I don't know what even that was, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's just me going.
Oh.
Yeah, not good. I will tell you what is good. That stallion across the studio staring at me in his oatmeal jersey. G'day, Mogi, you Adonis.
G'day, Hoody J, you massive son of a bee. Hey?
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks, man. I got my oatmeal jersey on again.
it's great.
Thanks, man.
What does it even mean?
What does oatmeal mean?
Is it the colour?
It's the colour, yeah. Oatmeal.
Because it's like a woolly jumper thing.
It's a flecky, oatmeal-y sort of a jumper.
Yeah, well, think about what oatmeal looks like, and that's what his jumper looks like.
No, because people are going to be picturing Mike Minogue covered head to foot in porridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty hot.
That's good eating.
I'd like that. Now, I'm looking at you, Keyzie, and
And what? And what?
you've really made an effort today, mate, and I appreciate it. And what I mean by that is you've gone full colour coordination.
He
He's got
has.
the
I just noticed it at
He's
the
got
end.
the green cap going with this green hoodie, and it's obviously something you put. You got up today and went, what am I going to do today? Something that's going to really, the fellas are going to notice. And kia kaha, man, good on you.
It's funny because when you said that, I was like, he's taking the piss because I haven't shaved and I'm
Oh.
wearing a hoodie. You know?
Right.
But thanks, Jace. Yeah, it is colour coordinated. This is a new jersey that I have to wear whenever I do the Mad Monday podcast. And I was like, hey, it matches my green hat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
was like, let's do the
And your
both.
green hat's got a picture of a duck on it.
Yeah, that's so cool. You got green undies?
Jace,
I'm just wondering if you're wearing green undies.
that is inappropriate in the workplace.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm wearing green undies.
See, that's
So that's
inappropriate
it.
as
You
well.
can't tell people that.
Oh,
You have
oh,
to
no.
say. You have to say. Guess what colour undies I'm wearing.
oh, right.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Should I just leave now?
No.
Oh,
No,
right.
7.
Look, if I've offended anyone out there on 3483 by telling you that I am, in fact, wearing green undies, please.
Well, no, it
Let
was-
me, do I need
Text
to make
us.
it?
Text us in
Text
on
us
3483 and
if
tell us
you're
how much
offended.
you've been offended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was you asking what colour undies I was wearing.
That
Yes.
was offensive.
That was offensive.
And then he told us what colour his undies were.
That's right.
Offensive.
That's offensive as well.
Yeah, so however I've offended you, text me 3483 and I'll sort it out, fellas. A hell of a show ahead, by the way.
Yeah,
Would
what's
you
coming up?
rather? We've got 1.5 Mogies. We've got some State of O chat.
Yeah.
We've got great tunes, Mogi.
How will you sort people out, man, if you've offended them?
I might have to make it a formal apology.
The Hoytey Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Gorillas there on the radio. Hoytey Big Show this Thursday afternoon. I once again want to apologise. I got off to a shocking start to the show and the texts have been pouring in on 3483. I just wasn't thinking, Mogi.
No.
I told the audience the colour of my undies
And you asked the colour of mine
and
as
I
well.
asked the colour of Keezie's undies and I just...
Well, you've
some-
got to start thinking, man.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things. Sometimes when you're doing a live show, the stuff comes out. Usually I'm pretty good at filtering it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The odd thing gets me in a bit of trouble every now and then.
That's
but,
true.
So I
Yeah.
just want to reiterate again that I apologise for those guys.
Well, that's the sort of thing you just got to be careful. Like someone like the spin-off could pick that up and run with it, you know? So you've got to really just be careful. For example, 3483, wildly offended by Hoody J suggestively telling us the colour of his undies. I'm offended you're bragging about being able to afford undies. You know, so there's...
You've had
it's-
those for a while, though.
Oh, God, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And someone's making a comment about two-stroke Hoody J and skid marks there, I see, too. And
With just the contrast between that and the green undies you're wearing.
It's a good look.
Yeah. I just...
That's all good, man. This sort of feels like, to me, it's just sort of continuing your bad run,
Sure.
you know?
Did
Speaking
you want
of
to,
which-
apologise, actually? Or you just said, I
No,
apologise?
I don't think so.
you
Well, you start saying sorry too often, it loses its value.
Yeah, okay, true.
True.
Let's just do one big sorry at the end of the year.
So anyway, last night, fellas, It's been a bit of a week of it, actually. And, from the batch debacle.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot
about that.
And then on the Tuesday, after much wrangling of dates, we were flying down to Nelson. And we were there for 3 hours because Keyzie gave us the wrong time in terms of what time to turn up. So we sat there for 3 hours. And
at the airport.
And then they cancelled the flight, didn't they, Mogi?
They did.
And then last night, it continued for old Hoody J because they had a bit of filming.
Yeah.
That's right. You left here at 7.
What were you shooting?
You know I can't tell you what I'm shooting, Mogi.
So you left here at 7. What time did you get there? Like 7:30?
Yes, so my call time was 8 o'clock.
Right.
And I was thinking to myself, oh, my God, this is going to be a bit of a mission because, the traffic and all that stuff. And where we were filming was right out in the boondocks in sort of northwest of Auckland City, sort of winding farm roads out in the Wop-Wops. But anyway, as it turns out, the traffic wasn't too bad. It was pretty bad, but I got there half an hour early.
Oh,
right?
pie.
And I was like, oh, thank God for that, because I hate being late for stuff. You know what I mean? So I sat in the car for 15 minutes because I didn't want to look like a massive brain.
You mean you didn't want to hang out with the cast and crew?
Well, no, I just didn't want to look like a massive brain for turning up half an hour early. So I waited for 15 minutes. And then I got out of the car and I went up and an AD came to me. And an AD is an assistant director.
That's right.
Who basically is running the base and stuff like that. And she goes, oh, you're early? And I said, yeah, actually, it's quite good. I was banking on a lot of traffic, but fortunately it wasn't too bad. And she went, oh, okay, because you got a bit of a wait, I'm sorry. And I went, oh, right, why is that? And she said, because we thought you were going to be late, so we've put your scene at the end of the night instead of...
And they didn't tell you?
What time would that be, roughly?
It was about midnight. And so I was... But it was quite bizarre because I've never turned up on set on time and been told, oh, we thought you were going to be late.
No. Was it based off like some history of being late?
I don't know what it was based on. So I just went, oh, okay. So we sat there for 4 hours. The other actor I was working with.
Who was that?
Tracy, her name was.
Okay.
She's very lovely, actually. You know her, Mogi.
I do.
She's a top actor. Just sort of joking and having a bit of a laugh and stuff. The other thing was too, I missed the meal, so I was sitting there. There was no food, and old Hoody J was bloody hungry. So anyway, 4 hours later, we start filming my scene. It's around midnight, and I'm like, God, and we were filming outside, Mogi. And for some reason, they dress my character in like it's the middle of summer.
Right.
So I'm talking short sleeve shirts and very thin sort of material. It was 1 degree. And we were filming outside. But
1 degree?
It was 1 degree.
Was it 1 degree?
It was 1 degree. So we're filming outside, freezing your half off, and then you put your jackets on in between and warm up and stuff like that. And then you've got to take them off again for filming. So filming was all, tickety-boo. I was on fire, by the way.
Right.
I was on fire. I haven't lost it. I'll tell you that much.
Right.
I certainly haven't lost it. So anyway, about 45 minutes before we finished the scene, right, quite bizarrely, it was not that bizarre, a dense fog turns up. Just in the blink of an eye. It was suddenly like pea soup fog. And I was like, oh, my God. Fortunately, that didn't affect our filming.
Right.
Right, by this time, it's after midnight and cold. We eventually get the scene done. So I go back up to base. I get changed. And by this time, I'm tired. I'm usually in bed by sort of 9 o'clock and hungry. Get changed, get in my service. Then I go back to the AD to sign out. And as I'm signing out, she says to me, oh, by the way, we've just got information that the motorway's been closed.
Say it ain't so.
And I'll finish that off after this tune. Suffice to say, I was home at about 1:30.
You would have been loving it.
Loving it, mate.
What were you filming?
Keyzie.
The Hoytey Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Unbelievable.
Old Pugson just had a go at old Hoyty J.
Yeah.
Because
not happy, man.
Well, I was unwrapping my pie, and the paper and everything had got burnt.
Yeah.
And so when I was unwrapping it, it just shattered into like 1,000 pieces.
I bet
But it was in the sink. I don't know what his problem is. He's in a hurry of a mood.
I bet it shattered into 2 pieces, and his question is probably, why didn't you put it in the bin instead of leaving it in the sink for somebody else to clean it up?
Because it was about literally 100 little pieces of paper that just broke apart because it was burnt.
Right.
But now someone else has to do it.
So someone else is doing it.
I did it in the sink, so you just wash it down. Do I need
Who washes it down, though?
Do I need to
who washes
apologise?
it down?
Do I need to apologise for that?
I think we need an apology for that one, certainly.
For God's sake. Hey, now listen.
Just been sent a photo of it. That is a travesty.
Oh, for
What
God,
are you...
can we just...
That's
Bloody
disgusting.
hell. They shouldn't have burnt the wrappers in if they didn't want that sort of carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's their fault.
By the way,
Oh, yeah.
just keep an ear out inside the next 20 minutes. We're going to do the old cue to call for Would You Rather, your chance to go to the Grand Final of the NRL or Bathurst, all right? So just listen out for that.
Hey, but State of O last night, Fuels?
How good.
Should we chat about that?
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm keen. First, huh?
Yeah?
What?
You're looking for a bit of music? Yeah. Found it.
Sports chat.
Chat.
Sports.
What a match, fellas?
Did you watch it?
Did
man.
I? I'll be honest with you, I was going to watch it this morning. Got up at 5:30, went into the office there, forgot that it had been on, and looked at my Instagram and it told me the score, so I didn't bother. Because I support Queensland, so I'm certainly not going to sit through 80 minutes of a New South Wales victory.
Well, it was New South Wales that won, and Jace, you would have seen this as well. It was one of the all-time I haven't seen a State of Origin series this entertaining in a long time, because it started out with Queensland wiping the floor with New South Wales in Game 1. Game 2, complete opposite, massive hiding, and then a Game 3 decider at Suncorp, the Cauldron, the Fortress. And when you look at the two teams, now I'm like, of course New South Wales won. You know, Kurt Capewell's been playing okay for the Warriors. He had to play 80 for Queensland. They were missing so many guns. You had Cam Munsters, Xavier Coates, all these players out of form and nursing injuries. And it was a close game, but the first half, even though it was 2-0 at halftime, was some of the most entertaining footy I've seen in a long time.
I would say it's 65 minutes of the lowest scoring footy I've ever watched, but was brilliant.
Yeah.
64 minutes.
64, 65 minutes.
Yeah, 64 minutes, Bradman Best scored.
Well, you know, it's kind of the same thing with the cricket where you get a really low-scoring match. They can be really entertaining.
That's true, man.
Because it's a bit more dicey, it's a bit more edgy, as opposed to a big blowout. You know what I'm saying, Keyzie?
And after 2 blowouts, it was nice that it was a close game. I mean, in the first half, there were 3 opportunities. Twice Bradman Best, who was brought in to replace Latrell Mitchell, he broke the line and looked like he was going to create something and then dropped the ball.
Yes.
And then Stephen Crichton, on the other side at centre, he dropped the ball over the line.
I know.
So I couldn't believe that.
Neither could I, Jace. And to be honest, it was just so entertaining. There were scuffles. There was a fight on the sideline.
My favourite bit was when Luai did an open palm, but with the heel of his hand there, and it was a strike directly to Daly Cherry Evans' face, and he should have been sent off. And then a guy on the bench got involved in the fight, and he should have been
2 of them,
and he should have been straight sent, but different rules in Origin, I guess.
I was going to say, isn't the whole thing about Origin too? You got to love a bit of biffo, mate.
You love a bit of biffo. I guess it's just different rules for every week end game, and then different rules for the State of O, which I guess makes it hard for people to follow because it's just different rules everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, no sour grapes from me.
There was honestly
New South Wales.
There would have been like 20 high shots.
Yeah, good.
That would have seen people get sent any day of the week.
Actually, Keyzie, 23.
I don't believe that. And so there was a fight that went over to the sideline, and then Cam Murray, who was on the interchange, was sent for 10. So it was the situation where they had to go, all right, so he's actually already on the bench. Who from your main side do you want to go get sent for 10? And they sent Mitch Barnett from the Warriors for a 10-minute stint. That was funny.
Just on that, the biffo on the sideline there. Who was it again? Tamati and the New Zealand Australia?
Oh, yeah, Tamati and Greg Dowling.
Oh, how good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It was great.
Great match, man.
It was an excellent match. For a full debrief, listen to the Mad Monday podcast, available now, featuring old Keyzie on there. So good.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki. Radio Hodaki.
Penrith have done it!
Would
Brace yourself!
you rather?
Bathurst 1000!
Yes, indeed. Let's get stuck into it. Ren, you mad bastard. How's life? Ren?
Oh, kia ora.
How you going, mate?
Life's good, thanks.
That's good, mate. That's good. What do you do for a crust, Ren?
Public servant?
Backbone.
It's very vague.
Yes, I'd like to keep it that way.
Yeah, all right.
Interesting.
So, Ren, you've got the choice, mate. Would you rather spend 4 nights on Mount Panorama with Bathurst 1000 or have the weekend of your life at the NRL Grand Final?
Weekend of my life at the NRL Grand Final, please.
Yeah, I get that. All right, Ren, you're in the... What?
You get to take a friend with you, Ren. Who are you going to take?
I'd take my lovely partner, Paul.
Oh, Paul, you mad dog.
I thought you were going to say Stimpy.
Yeah.
No.
I knew that was coming.
No, you
Keys.
didn't.
Yes, I did. Stay on the line, Ren, and old Pakistan in Studio B will look after you, all right?
Got it.
Thanks, mate. Henry, you mad bastard. How's life?
Kia ora team, not too bad. How are we?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Really good.
Good, thanks.
Thanks, mate.
Hey, what do you do for a crust, Henry?
Business development.
Oh,
What a backbone.
that's kind of vague too, actually, to be honest. Eyes to the front, Mogi.
Thanks,
Jeez,
mate.
Louise.
For the local port here, if that helps.
Backbone development.
Massive backbone. Henry, what are you going with, mate? NRL final or Bathurst?
It's got to be 4 days in Bathurst slamming VBs, I think, mate.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Yeah, I hear.
That's good shit,
Good
man.
on you, mate. Stay on the line and old Pakistan in Studio B will look after you, all right?
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate. G'day, Rob, you mad bastard. How's life?
Really well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
That doesn't make sense, Rob. He said, how's life? And you said, really well.
No, he said really good.
No, he didn't.
Oh, didn't he?
No.
Can you guys just lay off Rod, please? Sorry, I'm sorry, man. These two today are in a hurrah of a mood, and you can imagine what it's like for me, Rob, trying to deal with them this afternoon.
No, put up with it the whole time. It's all right.
Good on
Yeah,
you, mate.
yeah,
You're a
yeah.
backbone, man.
Speaking of backbones, what do you do for a crust, mate?
Accountant.
Backbone,
backbone.
right? Now, speaking of crust, if you were going to have a pie, would you just put all the paper in the sink and walk away from it?
No, that's just disgusting.
Yeah,
mate.
it's disgusting behaviour.
Oh, well, I was backing you up there, Rob, but I'm not going to do that anymore now.
It says here, Rob, you're from Matamata. I think people from Waikato love racing. I reckon you're going to go Bathurst.
No, not a chance.
Yeah,
Wrong.
okay, cool.
That would bore me to tears.
Bore him to tears.
It would, the Rugby League Grand Final
Yeah.
would be, yeah.
Good on you, mate. Will you stay on the line and old Pugson in Studio B will look after you.
How good.
So good. Do you guys want a great little would you rather question?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah, what we'll do is I'll give you the question and you can think about it, and then we'll
okay.
come back and you give the answer, all right?
All right.
All right, yeah, cool.
Maybe people at home could think about it too, and they can text on 3483, and then they might get a night and day voucher.
Great
Oh,
idea,
my
Mogi.
goodness, that's great. All right. Would you rather walk in on your parents doing it or have them walk in on you doing it?
Here's Motorhead.
The Hoytey Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Motorhead there on the radio. Hoytey Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time
Tune.
is, yeah, it is tune. 16 minutes to 5 o'clock. What was your question again, Keyzie?
Would you rather walk in on your parents doing it or have them walk in on you doing it? A lot of people texting on 3483 as well.
What's the general vibe there?
To be honest, everyone wants to be walked in on, which is weird, including this one person here, Eugene, who wants his parents to walk in on him so that he can look them in the eyes and assert dominance. Which is, a great power move.
What about you, Jace?
Yeah, well, I like an audience.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, true. You're a performer.
Yeah.
You always have been.
And I have actually been in that very scenario.
Right.
And back in my heyday.
Really?
Yes, very much so.
Right.
Pugs was just telling us his little story off air before. Jeez, we're finding out some stuff about
We
him
are.
over the last couple of weeks, Mogi.
We are. Yeah, it'll be a tricky one for me. You're walking in on your parents walking in on you.
Have you done both?
Well, no.
Okay.
And it would be weird because mum and dad are divorced.
Sure.
And on top of that, dad's dead.
Yeah, that is
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll give it some thought.
No, you don't have to. I can do a different question if
Because
you...
I'll be happy to see him.
Yeah, sure.
But still weird.
It would be weird.
I mean, we don't have to do this question.
Well, you asked it.
I just didn't think it through.
What about you, Keyzie? Oh, you got that filthy look in your eyes.
The Hoytey Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
News there on the radio. Hoytey Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 6 minutes till 5 o'clock. I've cleaned the mess up in the sink, all right? My pie.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Carrying on,
the reason why you
away.
didn't do it was because you just couldn't work out a way that you could do it. Like, would it be possible for you to clean that up? But you came up with a method?
Yeah, I just sucked it up
What?
with my big,
Honker.
full lips.
Oh, sorry. If you want to see a video of Jace finally cleaning it up, I assume that's on the Hoytey Big Show.
What I find ironic about the whole thing
Here we go.
is that old
Here we go.
Pugson, he was just filthy about it, makes a hooer of a mess every day in the kitchen.
He does.
Do I say anything about it? No, I do not.
You're a backbone.
Do I get my camera out and start filming videos and
No.
posting it to the Insta? No, I do not.
Do you know how to do that?
No.
No, you do not.
That's a really good point.
Hey, now listen, plenty going on after 5 o'clock, by the way.
Like what, Jace?
Well, you're hosting a dinner party, Keyzie.
I
Yeah,
am?
man, live on air. Can't wait for this.
Well, no,
Jason and I were thinking it'd be tragedy to try and do this on radio, on live radio, but we're going to give it a go.
Oh, I thought I was hosting one this Saturday with my mates, and I was just going to talk about that up after 5.
You're cool.
Okay.
Right.
Also, it says here that another chance to potentially get yourself in the draw for Bathurst or the NRL Grand Final weekend.
Oh, yes.
Where does it say that?
Just on the little doc here. It also says Jace talks about his time as a bank robber.
Oh, yeah.
You're just making crap up.
I'm not.
The Hoytey Big Show with Jace, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hoytey.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Thursday's going along very nicely indeed. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Nice, boys.
Very good.
Nice,
Well done.
boys. $4.50 barista-made coffee at the old Night and Day.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so pull in there.
Keyzie special today, isn't it?
I heard there's a Keyzie special.
3 tubes of nasal spray,
Yep.
3 perfect tubes of nasal spray.
a couple of asthma inhalers,
Yep.
What, Ventolin?
Ventolin, yes, obviously, Keyzie.
Just the preventer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there is. And there's also 2 kg of pork mince.
Oh, yeah.
Premium, though.
Yeah,
And a couple of
nice.
stick mags.
Yeah,
couple of penthouses and Mayfairs and some rubber undies.
rubber undies. Yeah, that's $12.99 right now at Night and Day.
That's a hell of a deal, actually, Keyzie.
I don't know how they're making
Especially
money.
for the rubber undies, because they're hard to come by.
They are really hard to come by. And some flavoured connies. What flavoured?
Now you're just being silly, Jace.
No,
Come on, man.
you said there's flavoured connies in there as
Oh,
well.
no, you're right. Pork mince.
Pork mince flavoured connies. Oh,
Good eating.
gee.
Hey, huge hour ahead.
Yeah, massive hour, man.
Oh, huge tune.
Here's a huge tune. Here's She Hut.
Hooch tune.
Food.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, red hot chili peppers there on the radio. Hoytey Big Show this Thursday evening, 10 minutes past 5 o'clock. I was watching that show I was telling you about yesterday on What's on the TV with Mike Minogue, Mogi, The Devil You Know.
Oh, yeah.
And it's basically a crime series of people committing horrific crimes.
Yeah.
Actually, and I was watching one today, and it was all about bank robberies.
Yeah.
And it amazes me how much I forget about. You do stuff in your life, and you can forget all about it. And I was thinking about the time you and I were doing all those bank robberies. You know what I mean? How many do you reckon it was in the end? Because I was trying to figure that out.
It wasn't many, man. It was only a couple, I think.
Well, was it?
I think it seems like a lot because we got so much.
Yes.
But yeah, it was only a couple. And that was back then, I think the security in those sorts of places was a lot more lax. So
Yeah.
they've probably stepped up now as a result of us.
Well, they didn't have the technology back then, did they? You know what I mean?
I think they did in other areas. They just sort of hadn't applied it to the banks.
Sure.
And then eventually they did. But it was... I was surprised by how straightforward it was.
Yeah, it was an opening, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It was one of those loopholes in the system.
It
that
was.
And desperate people do desperate things.
They do. They do.
So...
You guys were desperate at the time.
Well, very desperate.
I was desperate. Jace, you were kind enough to help me out, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I was helping a mate out, actually, Keyzie.
Right. So like a heist. Did you plan it? Did you have like a heist crew?
No, there was only me and Hoody J because we only had 2 balaclavas. Well, one balaclava and one of my rugby socks from when I was at high school.
Well, couldn't you just buy another balaclava?
Nah, because see, this is the thing, Keyzie, isn't it? Classic.
Yeah.
Straight away, what happens, they trace all your purchases, don't they?
Exactly.
Oh, hang on, you've bought one balaclava, and I can see you've already got one balaclava. Whereas
Right.
if we've only got one balaclava and I've got a rugby sock,
No one's going to know.
Well, hang on, who had the rugby sock on?
You can just picture it now, that grainy footage of Mogi going into the warehouse and buying a balaclava, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally.
open and shut case.
But
Yeah.
hang on, who... So one where you just had one big sock on?
No, I was wearing the rugby sock. I had both of them on my feet, and then Jace was wearing the balaclava over his face, but I was just raw dogging it.
Yeah.
Right, so you're... okay.
Mind you, I cut the snoz out of it because, you know...
He needed to breathe. He started
needed-
panicking.
Yeah.
You remember when he did that job and he got the prosthetics on, he started freaking out and ripped it off his face? That started happening when we were
With
doing
the
the robbery.
balaclava,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I just had to get my snoz out of there.
Well, hang on. But if you had the rugby socks on your feet...
Yeah.
So your whole face was showing.
No, well, I'm sort of like, what would you say, Jace? A master of disguise. So I can just
A
sort of...
chameleon, if
Thank
you
you.
like.
So I just sort of changed my facial expressions. It's like with my acting. I use it mostly for acting.
Yes.
But I'm unrecognisable.
With your, just with
Well,
your
you think
expressions.
about Madam, that one where I've got the old thingy up my jacksie there.
Oh, the one that's on TV3 right now?
Yeah. Yeah, people don't know that's me. I've had no phone calls about that, telling me they've seen me in it.
Really? Oh, right. Okay. So you're the master of disguise. You've got your massive, huge honker hanging out of a balaclava, and you've got footy socks
Well, I
on.
wouldn't say hanging out. I'd say poking out.
Poking out, sorry. And then what, you just walked in the front, or did you go the back door?
Oh, back door.
Actually, wasn't it? They were. What was the club socks? What was the club that they were from? Taranaki.
No, they were my high school ones.
Oh, the high school ones. Yeah.
Horowhenua.
Yeah, and we totally went back door.
Yeah, man.
Right. And you just walked in, and then how did you get into the vault?
Well, they just sort of have a series of drawers. So once you get in there, it's just a bunch of... I'll be honest with you, Keyzie. It's not as fancy as it sounds. You're just kicking indoors.
Yes.
Right. And
Kicking
then-
indoors, kicking indoors, kicking
I think
indoors, kicking
we
indoors.
might have cut one bolt.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
Yeah,
the rest,
right.
and there's like a little bit of mesh and stuff like that.
Did you have bolt cutters?
No?
And then who was the... Did you have like a getaway driver, or what was the...
Well, it was Jace's turn to drive.
Yeah, it was my
I
turn to
drove
drive.
there and he drove back
Right.
because he didn't want to touch the loot. And that's fair enough. I understand that.
Oh, you don't want to get
You didn't want to get his
fingerprint.
fingerprints on it.
All
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
So- and
totally.
did you get quite a lot of
We got-
cash?
Well, no cash, but we got billions and billions of sperm.
Yeah.
Because I was shooting blanks at that time, so I needed to get some fresh. What do you call it,
Wait,
Jace?
so, wait,
Jace, what do you call it?
hang
Jace,
on.
what do you call it?
Junk.
Nah. What is it?
Was it?
Keyzie, what do you call it?
Yeah, what do you call it?
What do you call it, Keyzie?
Well, hang on. What?
What do you call it?
What
That
kind of
stuff,
bag?
That stuff. What do you call it?
What? Hang on. What kind of
No,
bag?
what do you call it?
Oh, what? Junk. That was a tune.
The Hoytey Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hoytey. Radio Hoytey.
Penrith have done it.
Would
Brace yourself.
you rather?
Bathurst 1000.
Would you rather indeed? G'day, Mark, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, all good, boys. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks,
Good,
man.
man.
Good. What do you do for a crust, Mark?
Builder, boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Backbone. You busy, Mark?
Backbone, yeah. Keep him busy, keeping out of trouble, eh?
Good
yeah,
on you,
good
mate.
on you,
Stuff,
mate.
man.
That's what I'd like to hear. Now, would you rather the NRL Grand Final or Bathurst?
Bathurst.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Good on you, mate.
No, that's
Yeah.
good. Wasn't
brum,
picking
brum.
that. Will you stay on the line there, Mark, and our good mate Pugson in Studio B will sort you out.
Brum, 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 brum.
G'day, Billy, you mad bastard. How's life?
Mad Billy.
How you going, fellas?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good. How's your day gone, Billy?
Good. Just finishing work now, so...
Good
Yeah.
on you, mate. Did you get out of the right side of the bed, man? I hate it when you get out of the wrong side of the bed.
No, I got out the right side of the bed this morning.
Good on you, mate.
It's
Good on you,
man. I
Billy.
can tell,
What do you
actually.
do for a crust, Billy?
Diesel mechanic.
Backbone.
backbone.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
backbone. Well, do we even need to ask this question then?
No, I'm going to go NRL.
Good
Oh.
on you. I thought so.
Jace, there are no diesels at Bathurst. Come on,
it's one of those things, Jace, where if you're dealing with engines and diesels all day.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to then have to deal with it, when you're going away for a bit of a fun time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's a fair point, actually.
Yeah.
So it's very presumptuous of me, Billy, to assume that you would go for Bathurst.
Makes a change from racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a new thing we're doing.
Yeah, good on you, Billy. Stay on the line, and Pugsum will sort you out, all right?
Cheers, fellas.
Thanks,
Good
mate.
on you, mate. I don't think he knew what was going on
No,
there,
he
old
didn't.
Billy. He just wanted to get out of it.
Do you guys want another?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know if we should do another one. Just the last one, it fizzled out a wee bit, and maybe we knock it on the
Why,
head.
no, you mean you were massively inappropriate and it's going to be a complaint?
Well, maybe.
Well, you asked the question, man. All we can do is answer it. But they're hypotheticals. They're hypotheticals.
Well, I just don't want to bring the mood down, and that was. Well, do you want one?
Well, it's like we're doing, what's it called? Would you rather?
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Perfect fit.
Absolutely. It's good radio, Keyzie.
Yeah. It's good radio.
Okay, fine. Would you rather accidentally send a naughty picture to your boss or your dad?
My dad hasn't seen any naughty pictures for a while.
Why is that, man?
It's on the account of the fact that he's dead. But
Oh.
See, this is why.
I'm
Sorry to
And
hear
I-
that. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
all good, Hoytey J. But Keyzie, if you could stop bringing it up, man,
It's
because that's what hurts the most.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Arctic Monkeys there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 33 minutes past 5 o'clock.
Fellas, I'm hosting a dinner party this Saturday night.
Ooh, la-di-da.
Yeah. It's a
How many people?
6.
Hot.
It's a potluck dinner, but I've basically said, look, just bring some snacks and drinks and stuff, and we'll take care of the sort of menu, the 3 courses.
Oh, jeez.
So I might do a bit of cooking chat. Just get your opinions on the dishes, and I'm going to be serving up.
Okay.
And it is me as well. My wife's going to help me.
I was going to say, is it you doing this, Keyzie, or is it your wife doing all this?
Well, she was like, well, it's all your mate, so why don't you do it? And I was like, fine, I will.
Okay, fine, I will.
It's like when we went,
Did you like, oh, fine, I will.
Fine, I will then.
Yeah.
when we went
good.
we were going to the batch, and Keyzie said, "You're the host. You cook everything."
That's right, I remember saying that. Said it just like that as well. So first dish, kind of healthy, lettuce cups.
Nah. With
Well, no.
pork mince in it?
Yep, pork
Yeah,
mince. Well,
it's going to be pork mince.
Like-
of course it is.
It's going to be heavy on the pork mince.
This is the... Yeah, okay, so I admit that the first dish is
Is
pork
it
mince
actually?
based. Yeah, it is. Lemongrass, chili, like spicy lettuce cups with a side of like this...
I guess they're fine. I don't know.
I actually quite like them, to be honest.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
okay, well,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
good. Tick, tick.
yeah, spicy too.
But I wouldn't use pork.
Right, what would you put in your lettuce cups?
And what kind of lettuce are you using?
Well, obviously the big leaves
Iceberg.
of an iceberg.
Right.
Oh, no, sorry, it's cos. Big cos leaves.
Yes. Yeah, good.
Okay.
I find them a bit bitter.
Yeah, actually, you're right there. You thought of silver beet?
Oh, yeah, silver beet.
Well, I haven't bought the stuff yet, so I could do
Okay.
silver
Yeah,
beet.
do
yeah.
silver beet. They'll love
Silver
that.
beet's good eating.
Silver beet cups.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. The main, stuffed chook.
Stuff with what?
Can you get
What
that
do you
look
stuff?
off
What
your
do you got in
face,
there? You
Keyzie?
stuffed it.
What did you
What are you
stuff
stuffing it with?
I don't want to say just because you guys will make fun of me.
Okay. Pork mince?
Pork mince?
Yeah. Yeah, it's... Well, it's just we bought so much pork mince,
Yeah,
and the stuff.
you got to get rid of it.
The silver beet cups are just like
It's not enough,
it's
is
not
it?
enough because we're only going to have 1 or 2 of those.
I'm
each.
getting a real vibe like that Mr. Bean episode where he goes to the fancy restaurant and guy comes out with a beef tartare and he hates it, so he hides it underneath the saucer and underneath the cup.
That's right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a pork meat mince extravaganza, and all your guests are going to be doing that.
Yeah.
I thought you were picturing the episode where he puts the turkey on his head. That's a classic as well.
Just one chicken?
Or just one chook, yeah, just a bit of stuffed chook.
Is that enough for 6 people?
6 people, you're doing one chook, stuffed with pork mince.
Yeah.
What, everyone going to get a little
Yeah,
one slice each?
Yeah, it's not much. It's a lot of people.
Well, that's a big chook.
Is it?
And there's a lot of pork
Is it
mince.
on roids? Is it one of those roids?
So it's not.
Roids
Oh, it's injected.
It's not. It's not organic. It's
No,
just-
it's hormones.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's got
It's got a
hormones
breast the size of, sort of
yes,
my head.
but pussy.
Not that big. So your stuffed chook, there'll be like roast veggies and stuff.
Oh, yeah, what kind of veggies?
What veggies you
Pumpkin,
running?
Nah.
kumara,
Nah.
racist.
You got any gravy?
Potato, yeah, gravy.
Okay, what
like
flavour?
rosemary and sage.
Nah.
It'll just be chicken gravy that you get from the Maggi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, you don't make your own gravy?
I don't know how to do that.
Can I
Tricky.
just? Are you just shoving like 2 kg of pork mince up its jacksie? Is that what's happening?
Well, there's a bit of finesse involved, and there's rosemary,
there is.
thyme,
It's
sage, and a
2
few other.
kg of pork mince in that cavity. You're going to need some
Yeah.
finesse.
And the cloaca. I think that's what it's called. And then
Cloaca?
That's it.
that's not how you say it.
It is.
Cloaca.
No, it's your kawaka. That's how you pronounce it, because
Right.
it's French.
Okay.
Cloaca.
And then dessert.
Cloaca.
Dessert's literally just a Vietnamese pavlova.
And look, it doesn't matter what race the pavlova is, mate. It's just a pavlova.
Well, no, it's not. It's a Vietnamese pavlova. It's a style
it's
of
not.
pavlova.
Well, okay, you're walking that tricky line again, Keyzie, and I'm starting to
Jeez.
get a bit concerned.
Right.
Going to have to throw you overboard, Tenacious D style. What makes it Vietnamese?
It's basically just like egg whites
Oh, God.
and pork mince.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
REM there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday evening, 3 minutes to 6 o'clock. That's one of my wife's favourite songs, that one. She
Is it?
loves that tune.
It's a good tune, man. It's a
yeah.
happy tune.
I think she wants to play it at her funeral.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, she
Most
won't be,
people would
she
she's
won't
one
be
of those-
running the old speaker there, mate.
Yeah, though, that's true. A bit of Hoyt classical music, I think, Keyzie?
Yeah, man.
Some classical Hoyt
Totally,
J
yeah.
stuff. Now, listen, heaps coming up after 6 o'clock. Now, Pugsan, our producer in Studio B, God, he's a phenomenon. Does a great job of everything. We're very lucky to have him.
And he hung
But-
like a cup-winning stallion as well.
Far out, man. Massive. Anyway, he posted something on our Instagram account today, Mogi. And
Hodaki Big Show.
at the Hodaki Big Show, and I didn't get it.
Last night, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I think it was last night. So we're going to get him in to get some kind
Just
of
to explain
explanation.
it, because
Yeah.
we don't get it, and it's obviously some sort of like Gen Z thing that we just don't get.
Yes.
And it's not really performed very well either. So just like to get his clarification on
Oh,
what
is
it
it
was
not
about.
done well?
Yeah, so that way he
Yeah,
can
right.
explain it, and then everyone that listens to this and go, oh, and then like the video.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Also, what's on the TV with Mike Minogue, so plenty happening. Stay tuned.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Pretty good.
Really
Pretty
good.
Really, really good.
And it is the Keyzie special at Night and Day today, by the way. So
Oh, that's right.
plenty of pork mince, plenty of nasal spray, flavoured connies,
Some pills for erectile dysfunction.
Well, hang on.
rubber undies.
The rubber undies I don't get. What are rubber undies?
Well, just for
They're-
accidents.
Yeah.
right.
Talcum powder for easy ins and outs.
Talc, yeah.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
tissues for when you pick your nose and you can wipe it on the tissue.
And a muffin.
And what kind of muffin is it?
Chocolate.
Yeah, good.
$12.99. Night and day, man.
That is
Get
a
in
hell
there.
of a deal, actually.
Yeah, and a barista made coffee.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
what?
Sure.
Yeah.
You sure it's not an Insta? Because if it was a
'Cause it was a
Keyzie,
Keyzie
it feels
special.
like it should be an Insta, not a barista-made one.
I'm really self-conscious about scratching my nose before because Mogi was watching me and now he thinks I've picked my
It
nose.
was elbow deep, man.
Yeah, you're
He
both.
was digging
You
for
are
gold.
both shockers for that.
Yeah, that's true. You are, man.
You bloody
Well, hang
gold
on.
Both your
diggers.
nostrils.
You can
yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Both of you are shockers for that.
Anyway, coming up, we're going to have Pugsan in the studio to talk through a video he released last night that none of us understood.
Yes.
Yeah, and it got zero traction online. That's all good though.
Do you guys?
Sometimes people do bugger up, man, and this is probably one of the biggest errors in judgment Pugs has ever made.
I don't
Would that be
really-
accurate?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I
He's
don't.
completely misread the room.
I don't sort of follow how well it goes or doesn't go.
Well, I can tell you this one's gone shit ass.
Yeah, what was it? 54 likes.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
That's
exactly
embarrassing. My God.
But before we get to that, here's a clip of today's podcast outro.
Oh yes, that's right.
It was actually a bit of a self-help special where we all looked deep within and understood some things, realised some things.
You know, when you're having a hur of a time and stuff, a lot of the time you don't want advice.
Oh, No.
It's the least moment. It's the least when you
the
you're
last
open
thing
to
you
it.
want.
The last thing you want. Thanks, Keyzie. Is when people go, oh, this is what you should do, and you go, just
Let
off.
me fucking moan about my life.
Oh, that's great.
Bloody good.
And the reason it's so good is because I realised I need to stop helping Jace out with stuff.
Yeah.
And then I instantly helped him out when he was getting all tangled up
Can't
with
help
his words.
himself.
You're always helping me out, Keyzie?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Thanks,
Oh,
mate.
that was hot.
That was a tune.
This is a tune, actually.
Soundgarden.
The Hodaraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Smashing Pumpkins there on the radio Hodaraki Big Show this Thursday evening. And now we've got our producer Pugsan in the studio with us because, as I was previously mentioned, boy, he does an outstanding job as our
So
producer.
good.
It is next level good. But last night he posted a video on our Instagram account, and none of us here in the Big Show knew what could understand what it was about.
Yeah, we didn't get it, and I think New Zealand didn't get it either.
I
'cause
didn't got it.
You didn't got it. I certainly didn't got it.
I mean, I understand sometimes Keyzie not getting that stuff, Pugsan, but even I didn't get that one.
So yeah, and New Zealand didn't get it either because it's one of our lowest performing videos. So I thought, Pugs, if you come in and just explain the video, maybe then people will go on and comment stuff on it like, oh, this is actually great, and then like it. You know what I mean?
This is character assassination.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Keyzie,
What?
I know you're the one out of the three of you that actually does get it.
Yeah, I thought Keyzie would get it, to be fair.
He did get it.
Is that
Okay.
because he's some sort of gamer geek?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, no,
yeah.
hang on. That wasn't
Is it
gaming.
loser chat?
Is it?
Well, as
So-
far as your realm of your scope, yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
because it's Marvel, right?
It is Marvel.
I don't
Oh.
get it. I don't watch Marvel movies.
Right,
Well, to be
okay.
fair to it, it's had 55 likes, including Pugs.
Hell yeah.
Keyzie, you haven't liked it. I haven't liked it. And Jace, you haven't liked it either.
Good to know you guys are back at the brand.
And also,
eh?
there's 0 comments.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So everyone's just let it go through to the keeper.
Look, and here's the reality of it. Here's the reality of it, Pugs.
I know. I've seen
No,
it.
but wait,
Hindsight's
wait.
a powerful thing, Jace.
But we all stuff up. We all make mistakes, and I'm just wanting to know how you're coping with it. I mean, it's not, we don't want to put a spotlight on it, the fact that it's died on its ass.
You don't want to focus on it too
Don't-
much.
No,
You don't
I
wanna
just wanted to make
bring
sure
much attention
you're
to it.
okay, because I know how much you care about your job.
I just got a comment.
Oh, was that you?
Can't win them all, Pugs.
Oh,
Was that you? Was it?
Yeah, that was me.
So in the video we're talking about is the
But
one
I
where
still haven't liked it.
it's the one where there's like a Marvel guy grabbing someone else,
Yeah.
and then it flicks quickly through the Big Show.
I think in hindsight, I'm seeing now that it was maybe reaching a little too far into the niche corners of trends online, because it is a
Right.
trend online at the moment as far as your memes and stuff, and I'm not
Right.
going to get into that too much.
Right.
But it's essentially, it's a
Thanks.
guy...
Thanks.
It's a guy.
Yeah, it's a guy. That's all you need to know, honestly. Just go look at it
What
on
is it?
Instagram.
A
It'll
guy-
probably be gone by the time I get off
No,
here.
talk us through it, Pugson. Talk us through it.
Okay, so I don't want to do this. It's essentially a villain and a hero, and they're both basically they're like walking computers, right?
Right.
And so one guy is downloading a bunch of stuff to the other guy to try and stop his powers, right? Like the computer stuff. And I thought, you know what, it'd be funny
But you were wrong.
if it was all Big Show. Well, without
you butchered it.
throwing anyone under the bus, I did approve this to go on the Instagram.
Oh no, you can't.
Don't.
But I
Don't
didn't
palm
make
it off.
Oh,
Don't
no, I'm
palm
not
it
doing
off.
that. I'm
My
not palming
son.
it off. I'm not going to name names. But I wasn't the one who made it. But however, as producer, I did put it up on the page.
Yeah.
And for that, I take full responsibility, fellas.
But you are a hero, Pugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you hung like a stallion, too.
The Hodaraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
BC Boys there on the radio Hodaraki Big Show this Thursday evening. Now, you may be sitting at home right now thinking, what am I going to watch right now? Well, listen to this. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Yeah! I watched, I was going through lots of things last night and trawling through. There's just too many things to choose from, aren't there?
Yes.
There should just be 5 things. You either watch it or you go to sleep. Those are the new rules, all right?
That's such a good idea.
Get that to happen, would you, Keyzie? and 4 of them are country calendar. And I finally settled on a documentary called Kids Are Growing Up. Kids Are Growing Up, Jace. It's on the old Amazon Prime there, and it's about the Kid Leroy. Kid Leroy, the musician there. And he, for those of you who don't know, and I didn't, this is one of his songs here, Keyzie.
Oh, is it?
It's this one.
I told you that I never would. Told you I changed, even when I knew I
Massive song.
Huge song.
Very pug song.
Over 3 billion streams. That song. Bloody good doco. He's a lovely fella there. He's struggling with his mental health. He doesn't like the fame. He doesn't like having to deal with all of that. And I hope that he stops doing music because he's probably going to top himself.
Wow.
So he goes into his thoughts about suicide and all these different things, and now he has to seek help for it and blah, blah, blah. And I can never for the life of me understand why people continue to put themselves in that situation when they could just go, look, I've got all of this money. I'm going to invest it. I'm going to keep making music. I'll do that in the studio, but I'm not going on tour. I'm not doing any of that stuff that brings pressure to my life. I'm just going to leave it. I don't know why that happens, especially when they've got parents. Because this guy's about 21 or something ridiculous, and he's been famous since he was 15.
Yeah, it's that. But that's the way to go about it. But it's that propulsion, isn't it? I've got to get out there. I've got to do it.
Exactly.
It's the drive.
And
it's the ambition.
True. Yeah, because that's what you were like as a young actor, I know.
Absolutely. I didn't watch anything last night.
Good on you, mate. Well, I thought you watched State of Origin last night.
No, that was this morning, mate.
Oh, you watched it this morning.
Yeah, it's great. Mogi, I watched
State of O, Keyzie.
Well, obviously State of O, but also before we went, because that was at 10.
Yeah.
So I had time to watch Country Calendar with my wife and then put her to bed and then go to Mania's to watch it.
My wife.
Yeah.
We watched the Cherry Tree episode that you...
rated so highly.
Not going to lie. My wife goes, I don't know what Mike's on about. This episode was brilliant, and she was even Googling how to stay at their little farm stay that they had.
Oh, right.
At the cherry orchard.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to watch the episode, it's the latest episode of Country Calendar on TVNZ On Demand. And she was like, it was a brilliant episode and very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't get into any of the interesting points. All I got stuck on was the setup, establishing shots where one person would meet another person. Like, G'day, mate. How's it going? You all right?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah, good. All right, then. I'll see you later, right? Yeah, good on you. Okay.
I know the one you're talking about is when the people were picking the cherries and then the boss guy just so happens to be there going, How the cherries looking?
Yeah.
Oh, those look good.
Exactly. He's never spoken to those people before in his life. Then he goes into the smoker room. All right, everyone, how's it going?
Yeah,
guys, all
good.
good. Yeah,
How the cherries
beauty.
looking?
And then he runs into his dad out in the middle of the field while he's doing the hay. G'day, how's it going? Yeah, good.
I think we watched a different episode.
Huh.
Was it the latest one that you watched?
Well, I mean, I don't know how many episodes they've done about cherry trees, but probably 1,000 at this point.
Yeah, right. I'm going to be getting on it tonight.
Yeah, watch it tonight. Let us know what you think, man.
Yeah, I'll be the definitive vote.
Yes.
And you definitely won't just side with Mogi, right?
No, definitely not, Keyzie.
The Hoytey Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Nirvana there on the radio Hoytey Big Show. Now, Beer and Pie July continues on, and the entries continue. People telling us how they would make the pie, what ingredients they'd have inside of them. Some of them been quite nice, Keyzie.
They certainly have. Is this Beer and Pie July chat?
I think so.
All right, Play Kings.
Radio Hoytey's Beer and Pie July.
All right. Lamb and mint.
Classic. Yeah, classic. You got to have a go at that. I mean, I wouldn't like it. I'm not a fan of
mint
lemon
jelly.
Mint. Not really. No.
Wow, I love that combo.
I think
it's such an old-fashioned idea, that one.
Yes, it is, and it's also the idea of mint in a pie just doesn't go right with me.
No.
Macaroni, cheese, and bacon.
It's such a carb-heavy debacle, that one, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
If it had some kind of saucy, it needed to be very saucy. I'm concerned at the dryness of a mac cheese inside a pastry.
I hear what you're saying.
My mum's mac cheese is creamy as.
I know.
What do we got here? This, I feel like, Jace, you'd like this one. Duck, bacon, and plum. You know, because it's quite pretentious.
Very rich, Mogi, very rich.
It would be very rich. Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah,
I don't like fruits with meat. We've been down this road before.
I'm actually quite excited, though, by the idea of duck in a pie.
Yeah, as am I, actually.
What about brie, chicken, and cranberry.
Are you just taking the piss now, Keyzie?
No, I just almost had a stroke while trying to say the word brie.
That it already exists.
As a pie?
Yes.
As a pie.
Oh, wow, I've never seen one. Where'd you get that pie from?
It's called a panini pie.
That's because you... Yeah, no, I won't say that.
You weren't going to be mean, were you?
No.
Tin spaghetti and cheese.
Oh, that's not bad.
Actually,
That'll probably go good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's lock that one in as our favourite one of the day. Don't forget, if you text the word pie to 3483 right now, fill out the form there. Tell us what flavour pie you would like Dad's Pies to make. Not only could we put that into production, you could also win $5,000.
Isn't that tin spaghetti one called like a pizza pie?
A pizza pie.
You know that you used to get in bakeries and it'd be spaghetti, but it wouldn't have a top on it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bloody good competition, though. It's a good idea. Good way to come up with new ideas for the old pies there.
Bloody oats.
It's a ripper and 5K on top of it.
The Houraki Big Show podcast.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Thursday show. Done, over and done. Mogi, your thoughts?
Good show all around.
Yeah, okay, good.
Happy with that. I've got to go around and see a guy. I'm looking at something on Trade Me.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to go and check it out before I put a bid on it. So I'll be doing that. If you don't hear from me,
we'll go and check
he's
out
probably
this
topped
dude.
me. Yeah.
That's funny you should say that, actually. Just yesterday, my wife said, I just sold this jacket on Trade Me. And I went, that's good. And then 5 minutes later, she went, oh, my God, she's up in the driveway.
Really?
It was that quick.
Wow.
And I was like, does that usually happen? She's, no.
Love that jacket.
Yeah, must have really wanted it, Keyzie.
Yeah, man.
What? You had a big night last night. It's a quiet one for Keyzie tonight?
Tonight is a pretty chill one, actually. My wife and I will get home, make dinner together.
Bit of pork mince?
Not tonight.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no, a steak.
Oh.
Lame. We're making black bean beef. You got to buy the black beans in the can from the Asian supermarket, the proper ones, and you make a stir fry out of that.
It's just supermarket, Keys.
Yeah,
no,
don't need to define the race.
But
right?
it literally...
We're just trying to keep a lid on the racism at the moment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's just a supermarket like any other, man. All right?
Well, if we have to keep a lid on the racism, I don't know if I can keep doing the show.
Right.
Because that's my whole thing.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just joking.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a joke. Right?
My wife's going out to dinner tonight, Mogi. And she said to me, you'll be all right, won't you? And I was like,
no.
Oh, yeah? That'll be...
Because you probably thought she'd missed you because you went home last night, but she was stoked. She's going back to back.
Yeah, my daughter was out last night too. She had a great time. You know what I'm saying?
Where's your wife going?
She's going out to dinner with her mates.
Where to?
None of your business.
No, just
hang on a minute. Is that the book club?
No, actually.
Oh.
From old workmates.
Oh,
Yes.
are they old?
A little bit younger than her, I think.
Oh.
She's old.
Should we wrap it up?
She's beautiful.
Oh, cute.
That hole just got deeper.
Oh, boy.
Have a great night.
Yeah, good on you.
All right. Bye.
Keyzie,
What?
just keep it a lid on the racism, all
Okay,
right?
I'll try.